Unfortunately, we're not in DC for nationals, so welcome to my living room. I'm Vicki Martins, and I'm from Warrensburg High School FCCLA in Warrensburg, Missouri, and I'll be presenting in the role of a student event planner. My older brother has autism, and we have attended Music in Motion, which is an event for people with disabilities in our community. It was created by Shelley Bloom in honor of her late brother almost a decade ago. They used to occur monthly, and over time they became less and less frequent. I wanted to do my part to bring it back to the community because I saw firsthand how important it was to people. So I met with Shelley Bloom and asked her questions about how she had created her event and modeled mine after hers. I think it went very well, and the only thing I wish I had done differently was advertising earlier, because one of the groups I was going to advertise with ended up planning an event for the exact same day. So not only did they not advertise my event, we were also competing for attendees. So to prove I'd be a good event planner, I taught a lesson on finances in a special education classroom, and they were very receptive of it and participated in all of the discussions and activities that took place. I'd like to believe that they all learned important life skills. And this class also has a Christmas store that they do every year, and our teacher said that if I were to do this project again, that they would donate at least $100 to help offset the costs. I also spent 6 hours volunteering at the New Year's Day Bingo for the American Legion, where I served concessions to over 170 people. I saw how they organized their event, which helped me to organize mine. For instance, they ran out of hot dog buns halfway through and had to have someone else go get more. That helped me to know I should have enough food ahead of time to avoid any scrambling around getting anything. And here are some photos from that day. And here's my event proposal that I would give to a possible client. It just states what I am responsible for as the event planner, which is organizing and scheduling the event, as well as advertising the possible attendees and volunteers, as well as creating a budget. On the following page is a copy of my resume, which lists my work experience with animals, my community service work with disabilities, as well as veterans, as well as my academic and extracurricular activities. Here's my SMART goal for the event. Specifically, I wanted at least 150 people to attend. I believe that this was attainable because in the past, there were always at least these many people at the event, if not more. And the date that I held this was January 31st, 2020, the snow date of February 7th. My sample evaluation is on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best. And with 159 people attending, had a success rate of 2, which is 150 more people attending and maintaining that throughout the event. My event took place on Friday, January 31st, 2020, which is in line with how the event typically is, being the last Friday of the month. And with it being on a Friday, people were able to stay up later because you typically don't have things early in the morning on Saturdays. The event took place on the First Christian Church in Warrensburg, Missouri, and they have a large parking lot with the covered drop-off and pickup area, which is great in case there's any bad weather, and for those with mobility issues, it really helps them out because they don't have that far to walk. And there's also a large space to accommodate a dance floor, as well as tables and chairs. And there is a lobby in case it gets too loud, people can go there, which is great for those with sensory issues to loud noises and big crowds. There's also accessible stalls in the restrooms, as well as a kitchen for serving food and drinks. My second choice is the Warrensburg Community Center, which is where Special Olympics basketball practices took place, so it's known to the community. And it has 3 rooms that I would have rented out at a cost of $72 an hour. And there is a very large parking lot and bathrooms right across the hallway with accessible stalls in them, as well as a kitchen for serving food and drinks. This is my event personnel chart, which just lists the people that helped out and what they were expected to do. So me for organizing and advertising and such. Shelley Bloom for all of her help. She definitely helped me out along the way. Cameron Bex, the DJ. Disability agencies in Warrensburg for helping me to advertise, as well as a ton of people who helped set up, clean up, and serve food and drinks. My health and safety plan includes the AED at the entrance of the First Christian Church, as well as the fire extinguisher in the kitchen and the fire department located right down the street. There is a no smoking sign posted so we can maintain a clean and safe environment for everyone, and those serving food and drinks were wearing gloves. And typically, The snack line, you can just go up and get it, but since it was late January and cold and flu season, there were people wearing gloves serving that food for you. We made announcements at the beginning just stating that you shouldn't touch your food, you should have someone else get it for you to avoid germs or anything like that. There was also a section with sugar-free foods for diabetics, so that they have access to food that meets their dietary restrictions. And here is my timeline, which just states what I wanted to do, the day I wanted to do it by, and any comments I had, such as the availability of the venues. My targeted attendance is anyone in Warrensburg or the surrounding areas with disabilities, as well as their family and caregivers. And I advertise to them via word of mouth, because like I said, this event has happened before and the community loves it. So they were very receptive of it and they were very excited for it to occur again. And disability agencies and Shelley Bloom posted about it on Facebook. I mentioned it at my FCCLA meeting. The FNC Bank had an electronic billboard that they posted it on. And I invited Daily Star Journal, which is my local newspaper, to come, but they did not, unfortunately. And here are two of my flyers that I had. My volunteer recruitment strategy includes setup, where I needed at least 4 people, and it was a 4-hour time commitment split up over 2 days. And I had 5 people help me with that. For serving, it was a 2-hour time commitment where I needed at least 3 volunteers. And since I then had people serving the food and drinks, I needed a few more. I had 7 help me with that. And Aaron and Robert actually used to attend the event, and they loved it so much. They wanted to come and find a way to give back, so they helped serve food and drinks. But unfortunately, Aaron was sick that day. But I really think it's important that he wanted to help out, so I've included him to give him a little shout out. For cleanup, I needed at least 5 people, and it's a 2-hour time commitment at 8:30 to 10:30. And I had 7 people help me. And for a DJ, it was just Cameron Bex, who set up his equipment, DJ, as well as took everything down. And I'd also like to mention that I had won an award for my community service efforts, and after my bio was read, a man came up to me and offered to DJ the event for free because he believes it's also so important for our community. And I think that just speaks volumes on not only 1, but 2 people were willing to volunteer and for free. And for an event like this, it can cost upwards of $300 to $400 for a DJ. So it really warmed my heart that he was willing to do that. So here is my projected attendance, and I wanted at least 150 people to attend, and in the past there was always more than that. We've gone upwards to about 300 for events kind of like prom, and the Warrensburg Elks Lodge has held similar events, and they have a turnout of about 200 people, but that's really all that their space can hold, so I believe if they had a larger venue, they would have more people would attend. Here's my prediction, as well as what I actually bought from suppliers. From Costco, I bought my snacks as well as bottled water. From Walmart, I bought ice, 2-liter soda bottles, as well as cookies for especially like the diabetics, so sugar-free. From Little Caesars, I purchased the pizza, and Shelley Bloom had a storage unit with stuff from previous dances, so like utensils and tablecloths and some decorations. And then I provided fairy lights as well as other decorations. My activity schedule is that on the 30th, from 3 to 4:30, we were just moving furniture to create that dance floor space. And on the 31st, from 3 to 6, was setting out decorations and setting out food. And then on the 31st, from 6 to 6:30, is a meet and greet, which Shelley likes to do just to tell people, have fun, let loose, be yourself, and also that is their happy place. So if you bring someone, don't dance with someone else. No cheating or anything like that. And then the dance was from 6:30 to 8:30, and then from 8:30 to 10:30 was cleanup. Here is my event marketing. So beforehand, I had a Snapchat post, and there are 2 Facebook posts, one by Shelley Bloom and one by Aspen, which is awareness for special needs. And then during marketing, I had a Snapchat, and then Shelley Bloom had 2 Facebook posts, and there was a proposal because it was just 2 weeks before Valentine's Day, so that was really exciting to get to watch. Sorry. And post-marketing was once again a Snapchat by myself and 2 Facebook posts just thanking all the volunteers that came and helped out. And here's my projected budget. I was unable to kind of come up with a fundraiser as well as implement it and get the funds in time to start purchasing things. So I set aside 10% of my paycheck from the 7th of October 2019 to the 17th of January 2020, and this totaled $161.75. And for simplicity purposes, I just listed tax as 9%. So my budget A was my low-cost budget, which totaled $131.48. Budget B is medium cost, which includes 6 more pizzas, chips, and additional tablecloths, which totaled $204.54. Budget C includes 4 less pizzas, but includes pork butt, and that totaled $272.99. And this is the actual budget that I went off of, which totaled $156.56, so just slightly below what I had set aside for it. And that's all I have. Thank you very much for your time, and stay safe.